Hi, buddy. I'm really sorry I'm late. I was running around trying to get all this stuff done. Um, Before I greet everyone, let me tell you what I wanted to talk about today. I was thinking, well, we haven't heard from Agenor. We can't. Nothing's going to happen until October with uh, Langenheim, and the this time between now and then, we've got some time to think about some stuff. And this is what I was thinking about. I was looking at this that we had the other day, okay, and I thought, um, that doesn't look, too. I mean, I'm sure usually simplicity is the most difficult thing. And then I found this. I've seen it before. You have the crown that winds up the power, the mainspring, and then that is transferred through the gear train to the escape, which allows release of it, which is transferred to the pallet fork, which then kicks uh, the the balance, and that balance is oscillated on the spring, which then moves the hands and the hour. So what we're dealing with, I think, is at some level, okay. I mean, at some level, because there's a lot of other stuff going on in there. But what if we had the most basic Ébauche that anyone could come up with that would that would be a working watch, all right? And this something with this idea that there is everything has been cut down to the sort of using Occam's razor, that anything unnecessary was cut out. And then if they made something for pretentious watchmakers or beginners, is to have a kit, and they can buy the Ébauche. Now, Ébauche, if you're, I mean, the term Ébauche has been used in a lot of different ways. Okay, sometimes I think one of the core meanings at one time was that you got the base plate and the other plates plus everything except the escapement and balance, and then they would ship those off. Then you provide your own escapement and balance. Other Ébauches have everything, and so you get a little bag of parts, and you set down the base, and then you put on the gears and everything, and you wind it up and go to town. Okay, so if one of the things that I had remembered is that Marco Lang is the current president of the Independent Watches Association. What do they call it? AHCI, I think, is the initials, and they have a really cool sounding French name that I don't want to murder today. So they're always encouraging and getting scholarships and raising money for people who have an interest in watchmaking. And I was saying, well, what better way of encouraging that than by making available at a very reasonable price a basic Ébauche that we can put together ourselves, and then get the case, get the dial, and then put together a good watch. And so that would be the thing. I'd have to figure out how I'm going to talk someone into doing that. Maybe Rolf would listen to me. I doubt it, though. I'll try. But since Marco, the last time I wrote Marco, I got a very nice note back from him. And so I was thinking, maybe that would be the way to go, is to see if we could get them to produce a really basic Ébauche with the simplest kind of thing that has, just the very basic elements in there. Now, in order to move this along, what I did, I ordered a clock today, a wooden clock. And a wooden clock is, you put it together, and probably for kids, which fits me just fine. You put it together, you can see all of the workings in it. I'm thinking, maybe that would be the way to go. Of course, it'd be a lot easier if they handed us a movement, and looking at the movements, the price is not cheap. I mean, we're talking about ranges from 1,000 to $5,000 dollars or euros or something in there. And so, anyway, I that was just another idea that I had. Wow, that might be sort of fun. Okay, again, apologies for being late. Geezer, I'm sorry I made you wait. Same thing with Stefan, NS something, Chris, Jeffrey, Watch Habit, Glenn. Hi, Glenn. Let's see. Is it Tomas or Thomas? I'll mess it up one way or the other. Hey, Junior, Kevin. Let's see who we got. Dominic. Hi, Dominic. And Junior, and let's see, where are we going? Let's see, David. Hi, David. ZL, Orange Hand. It looks like I was the last one here today. I was so late. I'm sorry about that. GMT Master. Fitbit. Yes, it is ZL. This is my Fitbit. Hi, Ian Lee. How are you? I have said this before. I'll say it again. A quorum bridge. All right. All right. Bridge over River Kwai. I'm not sure what you mean by a quorum bridge. Is that is a quorum bridge something that we can just go get ourselves, or what is that in as something? It's not an Ébauche you can buy, but it's a quorum bridge. What's a quorum bridge? I mean, is that quorum watches or Corn, Oklahoma? I don't know. Hey, Raj, I thought an Ébauche was everything except the main and balance springs. Well, see, Raj, this is the thing. It was always it's sometimes something like that. Apparently, they've got all different kinds of definitions. All right, and so what I'll say is this: is that by Ébauche, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about everything you need to build the watch, to build the movement for the watch. Okay. So that would include all the springs and everything else. And, you see these guys in their white suits and their eye things, working at those high benches going like that. And they're just putting the thing together. I've seen videos, and they get the tweezers, they put this, wheel in and this wheel and this wheel, and then they do the hokey pokey. Anyway, the point is that this might be a way to accomplish a lot of things at the same time. One is get more people interested in watchmaking. Two, be able to get something even more affordable, made up of really good things. Yesterday, I put up a picture of the new movement that's in a Chopek. And looking at the Chopek write-up about it, I saw all of these different companies. And one that I noticed was Autocapa. All right. Now, Autocapa is a combination of the Atto is for atom, which is the smallest, and Kalpa is Sanskrit for the biggest. Anyway, that helped me remember it, and I think Otto was perhaps Latin. I'm not sure. Anyway, but what they had, I was looking at that thing. I said, you realize it? They make balance wheels and hairsprings. All right. So the Chopek getting its hairspring and balance from Otto Kalpa. All right. They're part of the vertical organization that the Sandoz family has, and at the base of it, their watchmaking is Parmigiani, but they also include Vauchur and some other things. I was going to do a little video on that later today, because I thought, wow, okay, I think it's important for us to understand. I've whined endlessly about not knowing what the true source of it is. here's Chopek. They give people more information than they could possibly ask for. If you say, okay, we made the movement, and they said, oh, and here's all of the different suppliers and helpers and so forth. They got everything. And then they come up with something that is uniquely Chopek. And it's a really cool movement. I don't know if you guys saw it yesterday, but people were the idea to ask someone, here you have a list of these different contributors and having no idea who they are. Yeah, I thought, we ought to know who they are. Of course, some people, I've had enough of this guy. I'll see you later. Oh man. Hi Mark, how you doing? Um, at Quorum Bridge over troubled waters. Yeah, come on in as something where, let me see, super simple movement you're describing as the Quorum Bridge, not available as an Ébauche. Okay, and as something, is it something that that I could find and buy as a movement? Because that would be cool to get if that's a really simple one. Now, the thing of it is that there's simple and simple. I guess I can't help of thinking of the quorum and the quorum bubble and some of the weird things they have. But if it's got a nice simple movement, I will go dig one up and see if I can get it. In the meantime, when my wooden clock comes, I put that together and probably break it too. But then I can sort of like to begin to focus on, okay, what is a very basic of the basics that we can put in there? Yeah, and that's something that's right about Ébauche. They pronounce it close. It's within hand grenade range. Let's see, and then the balance turns itself around. Yeah, it does a hokey pokey. Let's see, it's become a loose definition. Yeah. But it gives you an idea, it's to refer to it as an Ébauche is sort of, okay, here's what you need. And that's the way, we'll say for our operational definition is everything you need for a movement to move. And it's just not put together. Okay. No, it is not a complete watch. I didn't say it's a complete watch. I said a complete movement, everything you need for a complete movement. And what you have is, okay, the Quorum Bridge, there are deals on vintage Quorum Bridges right now. Okay, after this, I'm going to go find one. You have it almost completely right, but the E would be pronounced as an American would pronounce hey. Ébauche. Hey, that sounds even cooler. Hey, get my Ébauche, dudes. I like that though, and I do like to pronounce things correctly. My hair is, every time I've got to look at myself on this thing, I see Haystack Magoon up there. I don't. It's just. Oh well, today's the 27th. Here's my perpetual calendar. Whoops. It's the 27th today. And so we only have a few more days left of having this twice daily in the jam, so to speak. Yesterday, when I went to see my 84-year-old watchmaker, he was up and in great shape. I had been worried about him ever since this whole thing started, and apparently he stayed safe. And I went into the shop. Everybody had a face mask on, including the watchmaker. And took my watches in to get fixed. And one he had repaired, and he said he had put this secondhand on for me that I was having a devil of a time doing. So I hope when I get that back, then I can finish up. I made a watch I call the Gentleman's Field Watch. It's sort of like a luxury sports watch, but not luxury. It's a gentleman's. Let's see. Okay, guys. You all might have discussed this already, but has anyone else been into Yes, we haven't talked about that, but just so happens. Hang on a second. The interesting thing about one of the interesting things about that. Let me see if I can do this. Um, oh, crumb! Did let me see. Hang on a second. I'll show you what I've been thinking about. Waiting. Go, go, go. Aha. Okay. Wraps. Double wraps. I really messed this up. Hang on. This is what I was going to talk about for a second. Let's see if I screwed something up on my printing job here. Oh well. I wonder why that happened. Good, there it is. Okay. About the collaboration between Moser and MBNF. This is a picture that they released. This is the column spring, and this is the double hairspring. And they're apparently going to be doing something with that. This right here looks like it's from a legacy machine. And I don't know where this one is, the cylinder spring, but the cylinder hairspring might be from Precision Engineering, which is H. Moser's movement making company. Okay, let's have some ideas now. Okay, where did everybody go? The MBNF teaser with a legacy machine bridge holding a double hairspring escapement looks amazing. Yeah. So does the Moser Burgundy red dial with this cylindrical hairspring. Ooh, I haven't seen that one yet in our something. Okay. Oh, thank you. And that's something, I don't have a fax machine. If you can send it as an attachment, that would be fine to an email or PM. Either one of those will work, but I don't have a fax. Hey, Rods. Okay. I like hey better. Hey, Ébauche. Sort of goes like, hey, dude. Hey, Ébauche. Okay, who knows? Won't be huge runs for sure, but they probably, Archie and his friends Zahane will probably call it junk. We're going to try to leave that aspect of our discussion out of our discussion. Hey, Fahrenheit. Okay, we've gone from a limited COVID watch to a plain pretentious watch without the virus. That's great. And now a rough Ébauche, a wonderful horological saga continues. Where will it end? Stay tuned. Well, we have to have something to do during the lockdown. A lot of you guys I guess, are going back to work. Some of you may have already started back to work, and you're doing this. Look at it, at this nonsense from work. I don't know. The fact that I ordered a wooden clock to see what the basic parts are. I got some time, and I want to work on my do-it-yourself resonance. I still have those two guys, and my latest thing is I found a Dremel, but it's not a Dremel, but it's a Dremel-like tool that I have, and now I can't find a charger for it. So maybe I'll just use hand tools, like it's, but I'll have to get a hand file to do that with, because I don't want to bang up uh, the balance on it. But I could probably do it with I bet I could break it with just a hand file too. So I'll see I'll see what I can come up with. I think I know where out in my workshop out in the garage. I think I know where a hand file is that I can use. Belonged to my wife's grandfather, whose father I think used to drive stagecoaches out of El Paso, Texas. Oh, let's see. Do you think MB&F will collaborate with Next? Well, they always collaborate with somebody. The and F is and friends, and they can be anyone. And for years, they're the only group that has stated publicly that they're using Strawman hairsprings made by Moser. And Moser Melan mentioned not too long ago, after our interview, was that there's probably on the order of something like 100,000 hairsprings they make compared to the number of watches. Ooh, a handmade resonance. Yeah. It's sort of hand cobbled, Mark, and is far from complete. Well, it took F.P. Jorn something like 7 years to get his working right. I hope to do it sooner than that. We'll see. Yeah, give me a tomato in something. I'll be glad to help out. That would be incredible, and the partnership would certainly make sense. Ooh, with Dabunthi. I think there is something with him, but I'm not sure what it is. I haven't. Wait, maybe I did. There may have been one at the Watch Time show. Hey, Ludic, how you doing? NS something. The collaboration with Urek. Now, okay, Urwerk. I know that's not who I thought it was. It wasn't Urwek. It wasn't Urin Verk Dresden. Urek is somebody else. Now I know. Hi, Tigum. Oh, Orange Hand. Funny how Bucer introduced the collaboration model with Harry Winston's Opus line, and then just took the idea for himself and MB&F. Oh, I'll tell you something that was sort of interesting. When I was looking at the new Chopek, the thing I like the best about the new Chopek is the bracelet, and they call it Stairways to Eternity. What a neat name. And it's a very cool looking bracelet. But one of the things they had in there is that they had the French term for subscription, the same one that Breguet used, subscription or something like that. And it was sort of funny. I thought, but I didn't see anything more about it, but it just sort of came up when I was loading it. Don't know. It seems like the independents are taking the opportunity to be more creative, and traditional are in a bit of a pause. Mark, I think the traditionals have been a bit of a pause for about 30 years now. The real innovation, I don't know. I'm not sure where. I think one thing I consider, sort of corporate style movements is real innovation, would be the 5100 and the 4400 that Vesco and Constantin did, two brand new movements, and they set it up for a lot of things to make it easy to maintain and service and everything else, on top of being really very good movement. I had on this guy. I wanted to see how long it would run before it pooped out. It's 2 days. Well, you can see now it's at 12:20, so I guess it sort of conked out about 2.5 days. But this kept perfect time, so I'm very happy with that. It's got the 4400 in it that came out in 2013. Hey, Clyde. Crap. I can't get that guitar solo out of my head now. All right, let's see. It was Stairway to Heaven was already taken. Yeah, right. Who Clyde, the one that you can't get out of your head? Who did that? I'm trying to think. I forgot who that was. Hey, Dominic, your watchmaker could have turned your dial down. Maybe. Oh, my watchmaker. Yeah, he was hale and hearty yesterday. I was really good to see that. Speaking of Chopex, they list the amount of their limited watches left for sale on their website, and it's more than they've sold. I like their honesty. Yeah, I like them too. Chopex is a good bunch of guys. I love those older Picket watches style bridges. Yeah, me too. Chopex did it well. Made for a sports watch. Huh. Geezer, I got a question. You say white gold for special occasions. Now, since I can't tell between white gold and stainless steel, I was just curious why it would be special occasions. Is it the shape of the watch or the look of it? I didn't like white gold at all because I thought you had to pay a lot for something that looked like stainless steel, but I've come to like it now. My H. Moser double hairsprings is white gold. Anyway, guys, hi, Ludic. Let me see. What do you think about the new Choptech? I like it. The colored secondhand, I like that. Okay, special occasions. Going out to dinner. Led Zeppelin. Okay, thanks. That I couldn't remember who they were. Okie doke. Well, listen, guys, got to run, and I think I'll write Marco and see what he thinks about that idea. Okie doke. Take care, and hasta luego.